Hi. You get the treat of a video blog today because I frankly am not in the mood to type. I don't know whether I'm lazy or just sore. My wrists are sore, my hands are sore. This new medication's kind of kicking my butt. Um, Excuse my language. And I hurt. But I think it's tolerable enough that if we find out it's working, and that'll take a few weeks, then I'm going to keep taking it. If we find out it's working, I think I'd be foolish not to. I was afraid of it. I still am afraid of it. The first few days were really hard. Uh, but I didn't sleep last night. I didn't get to bed till 3 or 4. And there's a good reason for that. I don't know what everyone else in a terminal disease goes through. I don't claim to speak for anyone else who's going through stuff I'm going through. But for me, every day when I wake up, I remember again that I have cancer. Like, it takes a second. You don't wake up, open your eyes, and go, "Oh, I have cancer." And I don't wake up kind of knowing I have cancer. I do, but it takes a second. I go to move and I realize how sore I am, and you're like, "Oh yeah, because I'm on this drug to do this." And then I go through a process of mourning every day. I get to spend time with my wife, and it's amazing. And I think about not spending time with her anymore, and being gone. And I think about my puppy, and how for at least a month or so she won't understand why Daddy didn't come home. And I think about my parents being far away and not having a son there who was supposed to be there for them. Most of all, I think about Kristen and how I promised to love and honor and cherish her. And I do. But I now know, we know I won't always be here to do that. I'm leaving earlier than I planned. So I go through that during a day. It's a process. Most days I go through that. And then I go to sleep. And when I go to sleep, then I get to wake up and go through it again. So sometimes at the end of the day, it's 10 o'clock at night. I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to go to bed and wake up the next day and go through all of that again. Eventually I have to. And so I went to bed at 3 or 4 this morning and woke up going through it again. And some days going through it is harder than I can express, I guess. I had lunch with my dad today. I talked to him about, when we're younger and the little kids, life is painful sometimes and rough, and we think, can't wait till I'm in high school because then life will be easier. And then in high school we think it'll be easier when I get into college, and in college we think it'll be easier when I get a career or have kids. And when we get the career, the wife and the kids, or husband and the kids, or no kids and a puppy, I don't know. We think it'll be easier when I retire. Life doesn't get easier. Frankly, that's not the point of life. The point of life is for us to learn lessons and grow and learn how available God is to us. The point is to learn that God loves us in spite of who we are and in spite of our mistakes. And I'm sorry for those of you annoyed with when I talk about God. Who? But the point is to go through this thing and learn how to redevelop this relationship with God. And that's where I find joy from. Every day I'm a little more surprised that God's still in my corner. Because there are days where I am mad at Him. And I tell Him so. And I have no right to tell Him so. But I do. And He understands. And it's good in the long run, because life doesn't get easier And the more I understand about why we're here, or think I understand, the less I do. Does that make sense? The more I know, the less I know. It's an old saying, I guess. Frankly, right now, I feel like I don't know much. But I know I love you, and that make... No, that's bad, sorry. Anyhow, choosing joy today. I'm fighting and struggling to choose joy today. I hope you'll join me in joy. Join joy. Choose. Anyway, thanks for listening. Sorry to those of you who prefer I type a blog. Today it was just easier to talk. Bye.